Hey subscribers, it's me, Mo, here to talk to you about the ins and outs of setting up a bank account. But before we move forward, make sure you hit subscribe and press the like button. Alright, let's get to it. The question asked when opening a bank account is if there's a minimum deposit required. And the answer is no. With most banks, there's no deposit required. But if you are looking to open a bank account or an account at a credit union, you can find some credit unions that will require minimum deposits as low as $5. Now that varies depending on the credit union you go to. Some may require deposits up to $50, but if you do your research, you can find one that is fairly cheap. And if you're looking to open a account at a bank, you can find one for no money. You should also be aware of minimum balance required and service fees that are charged by the bank or credit union. Service fees usually vary depending on the credit union and bank, as well as the minimum balance required. I know a fee that really, is expensive for most people with bank accounts are the NSF fees, or the non-sufficient fund fees, and those usually run around $35, and that fee is charged to a person when they try to withdraw or take out more money than they actually have in their account. So when you have money in a bank account, you want to be smart about it and be aware of how much money you actually have in your account so you don't get dinged with this fee, because it's not fun. Now that you have an idea of what it would cost to open a bank account, let's look at the different bank accounts that are available to open. One, you have a checking account, which is usually the everyday account. You have your debit card connected to that account. You use this account to make your everyday purchases. You usually are able to have online bill pay connected to this checking account. Direct deposit as well is usually linked to your checking account. From there, you have your savings account, which is basically what it says. It helps you save money. There's usually a higher interest rate linked to this account, so you're actually making a little more money from the bank with having money in this account. It's very nice to have. You can transfer money from your savings account to your checking account when needed, but it's a very good tool to use to save money. Another account that you may want to consider is a money market account, which is similar to a savings account, but there's a higher interest rate. You have less flexibility with the account. They usually only allow maybe 5 to 6 ATM transactions with the account. But it's also a great way to help those who are looking for another way to save money and actually make money off the money that they are saving. There's also the opportunity to use a CD account, which is a way you could save a lump sum of cash for a long period of time, usually a time period greater than 6 months. With this account, you put your money in there, and you usually receive higher interest rates than you would from a money market account or a regular savings account. Another great way to save money and earn money off an interest from the bank. When opening up a bank account, whether that's a savings account or checkings account, they usually ask for a couple forms of ID and your date of birth, because you're not able to open up a bank account by yourself if you're under the age of 18. If you're between the ages of 14 and 18, you're able to open a bank account with the help of a parent or some kind of co-signer, more like a joint account. But if you do plan on opening just a savings account, just be aware that you are limited to a number of withdrawals or transfers, usually around 6. So that's just something to be aware of if you plan on opening up just a savings account. That's why most people usually combine the two of them, because Usually checkings account have unlimited withdrawals as long as you have money in there, because if you withdraw money and you don't have money in there, then you run into the problem of a non-sufficient fund fee, which what we talked about earlier. So just take that into consideration when you are going through your banking journey. So how do you find the right bank or credit union to bank with? And the simple answer to that question is do your research. There are a number of banks and credit unions out there at different locations that provide different services to cater to their clients. There are also some credit unions that cater specifically to certain professions, students, and military. So just take the time to do your research and you'll find something that fits for you. Just know what you need and know what you're looking for, and you'll get what you want. One other thing, if you're opening up a money market account or a CD account, just be prepared to put cash into those accounts, because you're unable to open those accounts without any money in them. It's really pointless to open up a money market account or a CD account without money, because the purpose of those accounts is to make some kind of interest off the money you have in there. So just be prepared to put money in there. I know what you guys are thinking. Mo, you told us how to get a bank account and everything that comes with a bank account, but you didn't answer the biggest question of all. Why does one need a bank account? And that's a fair question. And my answer to that is it's safer. If anything was to happen to your money in a bank, it's insured. So you are guaranteed to get most of that money back, if not all that money back. And you can't say the same if you were to keep that money somewhere in your house and you were to lose it or someone was to steal it. I mean, once it's gone in your house, it's gone because it's not insured. But you get that sense of security from a bank. And the second reason I would say is because it's so much easier. With technology moving faster and faster and everything moving towards online and paperless, you're not seeing as much cash being used. And the bank can help you in that aspect, because now you're able to use ATM machines, you're able to use bill pay with your banks, you're able to purchase things online with the debit cards that the banks provide you. So it's just, I guess, it's safer and easier. So it's something to consider when you are debating if you should have a bank account or not.